activism and involvement with the Native Americans. King was an avid supporter of Native American rights. Native Americans were also active supporters of King's civil rights movement, which include the active participation of Native American. In fact, the Native American Rights Funds was patterned after the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. The National Indian Youth Council was especially supportive in King's campaign, especially the Poor People's Campaign in 1968. In King's books, Why We Can't Wait, he writes, our nation was born in genocide when it embraced the doctrine that original American, the Indian, was an inferior race when before there were a large number of the Negroes on our shores. The scare of racial hatred had already disfigured colonial society from the 16th century forward. Blood flood in the battles over racial supremacy. We are perhaps the only nation which tried as a matter of national policy to wipe out its indigenous population. Moreover, we elevate that tragic experience into a noble crusades. Indeed, even today we have not permitted ourselves to reject or not to feel remove remorse for this shameful episode. Our literature, our films, our dramas, our folklore all exalted King assisted Native American people in South Alabama in the late 1950s. At the time, the remaining Greek in Alabama were trying to completely desegregated school in their areas. The South side had many in egregious racial problem. In this case, light complexion native children were allowed to ride school buses to previously all white school, while dark skinned native children from the same band were barred from riding the same buses. Tribal raiders, upon hearing of King's desegregation campaign in Birmingham, Alabama, and contacted him for assistance. He promptly responded, and through his intervention, the problem was quickly resolved. In September 1959, he flew from Los Angeles, California to Tuskegee, Arizona. After giving a speech at the University of Arizona on the ideals of the using non-violent method in creating social change, he put into words his belief that one must not use force in this struggle but match the violence of the opponent with his suffering. King then went to the South Side Presbyterian of the predominantly Native American church and was fascinated by their photos on the support of the month. Dr. King wanted to go to an Indian reservation to meet the peoples. Two Reverend Casper Glenn took King to the Papago Indians reservation. At the reservation, King met with all the tribal leaders and the other on the reservation, then ate with them, and King then visited another Presbyterian church near the reservation and preaches there, attracting a Native American crowd. And he later returned to Old Pueblo in March 1962, where he preaches again to a Native American congregation, and then went on to go to give another speech at the University of Arizona. King would continue to attract the attention of Native Americans throughout the civil rights movement. During the 1963 March on Washington, there was a sizable Native American contingent, including many from South Dakota and many from the Navajo Nation. Native Americans were also active participants in the Poor People's Campaign in 1968.